On the vast and remote stretches of the Navajo Nation, where people live in isolated communities, there is keen interest in the presidential election.
I voted early, so that would just show how important it is to me.
Kenesha Joe is a nurse and has seen firsthand the devastating effects of COVID-19 on the reservation. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are about 6.8 million Native American and Alaska Natives in the U.S. But Native voters could have a disproportionate effect on the election in several important swing states.
The Native American vote, at least in 7 battleground states, could actually sway the election one way or the other.
Many Native Americans believe President Donald Trump has treated them disrespectfully, as when he used a White House ceremony honoring Navajo World War II veterans to attack one of his critics, Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren.
They call her Pocahontas.
The president, he just totally disrespects the culture.
Other Native voters opposed Trump's decision to greenlight controversial oil and gas pipelines on Native land. Many demand stronger efforts to end extreme poverty and low life expectancy on reservations and recognition of sovereign treaty rights. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have met with Native leaders to discuss these issues of concern.
I think that you will see more participation of Native Americans throughout the United States.
But many difficulties stand in the way of Native voters. Some states with voter identification requirements won't accept tribal IDs. Others require voters to provide a street address, which most Native Americans on rural reservations don't have. There are few polling places on reservations. Mail-in voting is difficult because reservation post offices, where most people pick up and send their mail, often are closed or have limited hours of operation and are also few and far between.
On the Navajo Nation, the medium for a person to check their mail is 38 miles, a marathon and a half. So there's nothing in voting by mail that makes it easy for Native Americans.
Native voter advocacy groups are suing in several states to force more voting access on reservations and less unequal treatment compared to other voters.
No one really understands what we're going through.
The original people of this land determined to have their voices heard on Election Day. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera.